But she's doing a great job.
As soon as that player tried to dribble around her, she just let the ball run and just shielded the Metro player away from the ball to let it go over the goal line. I mean, that's just classy soccer that you see at a professional level. And just the way as Niffen goes in for the ball there, and she's bumped by a bigger player. But luckily, Niffen is a tigerish little player here, and she has fought for that ball and got it because it went out of bounds. And tries to get it past to Benavides, can't do it. The Metro players are very quick. Now Benavides back on the ball from Romero. Oh, a bad pass by Benavides, but luckily it's flicked by Metro forward, but it's over everybody's head. Oh, that was a bit of a relief there for Benavides as the pass went wrong, and it goes to Schmelzy. She's right near the about 12 yards out, picks it up in the centre circle. Canis goes up to get it. It's off her hip, flicked forward again by Metro, but they're not passing quite as well as they were earlier as the Fort Lewis passing nicely here, and here they come from Benavides to welcome, and now to Romero. She's got about 50 touches today as the freshman, and this time her pass goes astray. Oh, but a bad trap by Metro lets Halenga in. Oh, Halenga just had too many players around her. Ricochets off her back though, back to Metro, and they're just going to kick this ball forward, and let's see if we can get a flick on here. Yes, Metro does, but luckily Riley was anticipating that. Is she going to go back to Schmelzy? Yes. Oh, risky, but Schmelzy kicks it right off the ground. Had she missed that, that would have been a problem. But luckily she did not, and it was right around the 14-yard line. Schmelzy kicks it out of bounds. Oh, Romero makes a rare mistake as she goes into tackle, but luckily goes right through her. She recovers brilliantly, does Romero. Shields a player away from it, makes a nice pass to Niffen. Niffen's going to have to shield a player away from her, and she does, and sends it back. Oh, look at that right foot kick. I thought she was a left footer. Romero right down the left-hand channel. Oh, amazing kick, covered about 40 yards from the freshman Romero. As here's Romero having to work again as she gets a header in, goes into the middle of the field. Trouble for Fort Lewis here. Schumacher's going to have to head this, and it goes to Welcome. Luckily, Fort Lewis in a bit of trouble here. Here's going to be a long shot in. It's going to miss everybody. Luckily, diagonal ball across the Metro player, but just couldn't do that. Here's the goal kick headed by Metro, now by Benavides. Bad trap there by Metro. It goes to Halenga. Halenga finds a pass to Sarah Egberm, who stabs it wide to Shoemaker, calling for the ball. Oh, she just let that ball slide off her foot. She didn't like that one, and it went out of bounds right in front of the substitutes bench. All the substitutes are standing up there for Fort Lewis. They're not on the bench. Oh man, they know this is a big game, and they want to hold this scoreline at 1-0 for Fort Lewis. The goal by the freshman fullback Shoemaker from about 25 or so yards over the head of the keeper, and that was 15 minutes or so ago. And Fort Lewis just fighting hard here to try to keep Metro away from the goal. Halenga goes up to head the ball. She can't get it. Metro have it. They're still in defence. Intercepted by Egbom. Now to Halenga. Halenga toe pokes it forward to Benavides, but nobody there. Metro come away with the ball. They're over the half line, guarded by Egbom, but here comes Metro again. A couple of nice little passes here. Forward again. Metro still have the ball. They're about 30 yards out. There's a nice pass out to Metro, but Shoemaker's going to get there first. She's going to have to kick this out of bounds. She does, but she luckily gets it off the foot of that Metro player. Amazing group of freshmen as the ball is headed back to Welcome, who just boots it out of trouble here. I think the Metro player had the hands on the shoulder of Shoemaker, dumps it through the middle of the field here. It's going to roll to Niffen. Niffen tries to find Benavides, can't do it, but here comes Metro again. They're in defence, but a bad pass there by Metro. Lets Romero in. She's going to cross it through the box. Is somebody there? Schistler's there. She pokes it towards the goal. Not hard enough, not on frame anyway. And bad luck there for Fort Lewis as the keeper for Metro comes out and makes a save.
That was a nice cross by Romero there, and Schistler was right there, but it may have been just a little awkward for her to handle because she wasn't able to get any pace on that ball.
I'm amazed by Romero's ability to kick this ball both feet. I mean, we said earlier, Lauren, that a lot of players can do that, but to kick it that well both feet.
Yeah, she's doing very, very well.
Very well. Maybe it's those yellow shoes she wears, but the keeper, Schmelzy, for Fort Lewis, the senior, has the ball, and she's not lipping anymore. She seems just fine. The coaches will be happy about that as Metro bring the ball forward. Here's a beautiful header by Halenga. Canis is on it, but so is the defender. They might mess this up. Metro, they almost do. Canis back on it, but the ball ricochets again to the keeper. That might have come off a Metro player, but the referee says it's not a pass back. It was accidental, and so it doesn't count. The keeper is allowed to pick that up, and that was the right decision as the keeper for Metro has the ball. No passes now. They're just kicking it long. They can feel this game running out. Egbom heads it the wrong direction. Smelsy's going to have to save. Goal by Welcome. That was going in the goal, but the defender for Fort Lewis kicked it out. It's still with Metro way out wide. Romero is on it. What a great play by Romero to block that cross, and then suddenly to save the ball from going. Metro have the ball. They're a long way out from goal, but no, they're not. They crossed it, but luckily, that cross didn't work. It's with Halinga. She has to hurry. Flicks it over towards Schisler, and now it's headed by Halinga. Halinga running through the middle of the field. Oh, that player may have obstructed Halinga, and now there's another foul on Halinga. No, the referee said that's all right because the player was just going for the ball, no obstruction. But down goes Halinga hard, but she gets up now. Here comes a Shoemaker. She's on the ball right on the half line for Fort Lewis. Nobody forward for Fort Lewis. There's a lovely little pass to Benavides, and now to the captain, Schisler. Schisler dances around her opponent, flicks it to Benavides. Benavides, fraction slow there, but man, this is a fast game. No blame to Benavides. She tried to get it back to Schisler on the triangle pass, but it ricocheted off Metro out of bounds. That's the throw into Fort Lewis. Fort Lewis 1 and Metro State 0. There's a big throw right into the box, stabbed towards Canis, can't do it. Schisler's back on the ball. She's going to tap it back to Eggbomb, but the Metro player gets there forward, kicked forward by Metro. Riley's going to have to run hard to get this for Fort Lewis. Is she going to let that ball run out of bounds? Oh, she almost got in trouble as she tried to shield that ball out of bounds, but luckily she got there, and that's a throw into Fort Lewis. There was a player challenging Riley there, and I thought for a second that player might keep the ball in bounds and take off towards the goal, but Riley too clever as Shoemaker now throws it into a hard wind. She throws it 20 yards too. Nobody forward for Fort Lewis except Halinga, and Halinga thinks the player's going to kick it back to the keeper, so favours that side, but the Metro player turned the other way and kicked it towards the touchline, but luckily for Fort Lewis it's out of bounds. Can Fort Lewis hold on? This will be a great victory, and in the history of this program, certainly any time you beat Metro, it's a great victory, as Fort Lewis, ranked 7 in the country, are playing the 11th ranked team, Metro State. This is a 1-0, and these girls have been involved in a lot of one-goal games today. As up goes a play, I think the referee might have to stop the play here because there's a player holding her head, and that's Riley. She went up for she's been in the wars today, has Riley, right on the half line. Two players jumped for the ball, and they both hit the deck when they came down and didn't move.
Yeah, I think it's the same player.
Yeah, quite right. And wow, what great defence by this incredible freshman, Madison Welcome. When the ball was, she didn't know what else to do. She went back on the goal line, and heck, if the ball didn't come there, and then she made the save. Here's Halinga with a half chance. She's on the 18. She's got a couple of players to beat. She touches it to Niffen. No, Niffen makes one touch, but there's too many defenders. They poke it away from Niffen. That's a corner kick to Fort Lewis.
Boy, beautifully slipped through there by Halinga. Niffen was there, and she just tapped it with her right foot, and she was setting up to take the shot with her left foot, and the Metro player kicked it out of bounds. Otherwise, it would be 2-0.
Yeah, and I don't blame Niffen taking a touch there because she couldn't reach it properly with the right foot to whack at the ball from about 8 yards. Here's the corner kick, and it's Schisler. Not a bad one. Little Niffen is right there and gets a header up over the crossbar, surrounded by taller players, but it's over the crossbar, out of bounds. That'll be a goal kick to Metro State.
See, Ashley Niffen does not know that she's only 5 foot tall. She plays like a big girl, and she's out there playing like a 5'8".
Yeah, talking to Ashley Niffen's mother Connie yesterday down the Irish Embassy yesterday evening, and Ashley Niffen holds some track records in Arizona when she was a lot younger, and I'm not surprised because she's a speedy player. Here's Fort Lewis trying to come forward again. I'm sorry, that's not Fort Lewis, it's Metro, but Romero puts herself in front, and that's a good rule. Put yourself in front and you'll get a free kick, and that's what happened. As up goes the referee's flag, and on the sidelines, and Romero boots a long left foot ball to Canis, heads it over her head. Here's Halinga running towards the byline, but it's too out wide. She won't chase it because she knows it was last touched by holding onto a 1-goal lead. Here's a beautiful corner kick. Halinga's high. It's over her head. It's worked out by Metro, but they're way out wide. Eggbomb gets a touch. It goes to Shoemaker way out wide. Can she keep it in? Yes, she just does. And now she's going to bang it back into the box. It ricochets off a Metro player, so she decides to pass to Benavides. Let's see Benavides take a shot. No, she spins around. She's stripped. She gets it back to Eggbomb. She's challenged hard by the Metro player, but the referee says that's okay. Benavides got the ball. She dances around and she's pushed in the back. She's going to get it past to out there wide to Eggbomb. Metro State are playing hard here. They're a great team, Metro. They will not give in, as here's Riley dancing around. They cannot get it away from Metro State, but now finally it comes in to the forward line for Fort Lewis, but Metro State immediately clear. There's a long ball passed to their lone forward up there for Metro State, and luckily it runs past her, goes to Schmelzy. Schmelzy will pick it up, and all by herself that ball was guarded to Schmelzy by Romero, as Schmelzy's not going to look for a pass here. She's just going to dump it up into the centre circle, headed by Metro. Almost hits the referee here, but there's that dangerous 13 on the ball, passing it back to the centre circle as it's flipped out. I think Romero's going to get there first. Oh, she stumbles as she traps it to herself and makes a bad pass here, as Schmelzy's going to have to save this as a long shot comes in 25 yards out from that dangerous number 13. Saved by Schmelzy. Great technique there, Lauren.
Yeah, Schmelzy made a nice save there. That was a little bit more difficult than it looked. That one hopped right in front of her, and she had to come down to her knees, and she did not give up a rebound, fortunately, because there was a Metro player right there.
That was the only mistake we've seen Romero make today, as here's a free kick for Fort Lewis, but the referee says play on to Egmont. Way out wide, it's Schisler. She's in the box. She's going to cross it across the box. Oh, flipped by Canis towards the goal, and she hates